children are real right holders and that they should have real access to justice as any adult.
Whatever we need to do with and for children in contact with the justice systems takes the best interest of the child into consideration.
When Europe's young people come into contact with their country's justice system, it's usually as a victim or as a witness. All too often, they're treated in a system designed by and for adults. Regine Jannstadter heads a division in the Council of Europe which is undertaking a programme, Building a Europe for and with Children, to promote their rights and to protect them from violence.
A certain number of member states are really taking the step of going to examine their legislation to see what improvements can be made at national level to make sure that the child is listened to, that the child is respected, that the professionals that work in the justice system, they adapt their language to the child so that the child does not feel threatened by the justice system. And when I speak of the justice system, it can be, of course, bailiffs, it can be judges, it can be lawyers, it can be police officers. So there's a whole awakening in Europe which is helping us to make sure that the child is really heard and respected as an individual.
In November 2010, the Committee of Ministers of the Council of Europe adopted guidelines on child-friendly justice, which gave European governments guidance on how to help children's access to and treatment in justice, whether it be civil, administrative or criminal.
There are now possibility by the aid of modern technology even to allow the child to give his or her testimony in child-friendly settings outside the court setting. I can mention an example from my country where we take dispositions or statements from child witnesses in what we call the Children's House, which is a child-friendly facility, a house in a residential area.
The Children's House in Iceland offers medical examinations, family counselling and support, and crucially, joint investigative interviews. It means that children who've been victim to sexual violence or other traumatic events don't have to give their statements several times to different agencies, including the court judge, the prosecution, police and defence solicitors. Research shows that in cases where children have given multiple interviews, their account of what's happened to them becomes distorted over time and may lead to discrepancies in their stories. Some Council of Europe member states are further ahead with the adoption of the latest guidelines than others. The Nordic countries, Scandinavia, the UK and Poland are among those setting the best example. Hungary is reviewing the way it treats children in its justice system, and the European Union is understood to be taking a deeper interest in the child-friendly guidelines. Interest in change has also spread beyond Europe to Africa.
If we look back 10 years from now, we can see that we have gone a long way. And after 10 years from now, I believe that there will be a totally different approach, dominant in ways in which we deal with children coming into contact with the justice system.